trying to make it, yeah. All this hate in the world, ooh, it's testing my patience, yeah. Trying to hold on to my faith, sometimes I can't take it. They trying to hold me down, but somehow I keep elevating, yeah. Cause greater is He that's in me, and that's so amazing, so amazing. Cause all I wanna do in this world, just keep my patience, yeah. All the nights I've cried, so many times I've tried over, yeah. And I done some things, and I done seen some real struggles.
I ain't never gon' fold. Rock show, dripped all in gold. Black and yellow, what's up? Khalifa, watch too crucial, we gon' blow. I ain't never gon' fold. Rock show, dripped all in gold. Black and yellow, what's up? Khalifa, watch too crucial, we gon' blow. I ain't never gon' start the grind, see an increase, no decline. Run the office, Lamar Jackson, I'm running straight to that D line. Yes, I'm a rock star. I'm on the corner pushing keys, I'm dodging cop cars. There might be a couple keys in this guitar. There might be a couple keys in this guitar. Cause I'm a rock star. Yes, I'm a rock star. I'm on the corner pushing keys, I'm dodging cop cars. There might be a couple keys in this guitar. There might be a couple keys in this guitar. Cause I'm a rock star. Yes, I'm a rock star. Now it's time for me to spit a little truth. They ain't know I was a king until I stepped in the booth. Jumped up right off the porch, played this shit like a sport. Got a foreign lifestyle, I'm pulling off in the Porsche.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Free shit on me, ride that pony. Very strong, get up on me. Nasty beat, back up on me. Ain't wanna talk, I just wanna fuck her, y'all hoe. Yeah, she don't wanna talk, she wanna ride it. Big ass truck, big ass pilot. Take your time when you slide it. Grip up, long time, long dick, long stick up. I got a stick, I'm gonna fuck on your bitch. Yeah, here's the grip, leaning, fuck with a kick. Had to get hot, I start my rip. Yeah, I start my rip.
You know my I live like a fool, you know my blood, you know my blood, what we seeing, you know,
Profess your love straight to my face. I got no feelings right now. Why I need healing right now. Just mind your business, pipe down. That's why I'm in the sky now. I got no feelings right now. Why I need
Grade on my swagger, I feel like Aladdin, cause they gonna think that it's magic. My shorty, she even got better, was already snatching, but now she is way too attractive. We poppin' that crack and we smoking and laughing. And I live in the moment like fuck what just happened. We go get some lobster and call that shit snacking. When I get in my bag, I spend on the fam. Cause I cannot deny that one day I will die. Money cannot come with me, so I will provide. You can all go make it rain when I'm in the sky. But until that day come, let's go hustle and vibe. I got so many options when I'm on a drive, but it always depends on the weather outside. Some calling it bougie, others call it pride. I call it Widakae, living his life. I'm stuck up in a fantasy, like the money keep on coming and will never leave. Yes, I know that it's stupid for me to think, but I'm stuck up in the moment. The money keeps on flowing. Oh yeah, I'm stuck up in a fantasy, like the money keeps on coming and will never leave. Yes, I know that it's stupid for me to think, but I'm stuck up in the moment. The money keeps on flowing. Oh yeah, I'm stuck up in a fantasy, like the money keeps on coming and will never leave. Yes, I know that it's stupid for me to think, but I'm stuck up in the moment. The money keeps on flowing. Oh yeah. Born broke, if you didn't know. Tried to keep it to myself, tried to let it go. I remember when they burned down my mother's home. Now we on the Greyhound with nowhere to go. Daddy even got deported, now we all alone. Still got gifts on that Christmas, mama bless your soul. Had the buds and I didn't know what's going on. That's the reason that I hustle till the day is gone. So just know that I'm stuck up in a fantasy, like the money keep on coming and will never leave. Yes, I know that it's stupid for me to think, but I'm stuck up in the moment. The money keep on flowing. Oh yeah. I'm stuck up in a fantasy, like the money keep on coming and will never leave. Yes, I know that it's stupid for me to think, but I'm stuck up in the moment. The money keeps on flowing. Oh yeah.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining into the No Offense podcast. It's your boy Matt Arrington, aka Mr. No Offense. If you forget, you know what I'm saying, it's right above me so you can remember. Shout out to Good Vibe Smoke Shop making this possible. They are our sponsor. The address is below me, 4813 Saratoga Boulevard, Corpus Christi, Texas. 78413. Also, you can hit the phone number below 361-806-9221. Find out what they have in stock and find out how they can ship it to you. Also, if you're interested in being a No Offense podcast, you can feel free give them a call as well. They do have our phone number there, as well as you can find out about the inventory. Shout out to my man Chris Jackson from BDP Magazine for also making this possible. You know what I'm saying? And shout out for everybody who's here presently. Y'all know why y'all here, though. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all ain't here for me. Y'all like, shut up, nigga, let's get to it. We gonna do it. We gonna do it. We gonna do it. I got your boy Kush with a K. He waiting. We gonna kick this. We gonna kick this thing off. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and bring him on, and we can get to this interview. And we are live, boss.
What's up?
What's going on with you, G, man? First and foremost, thank you for being here today, man. And thank you for agreeing to
Of
doing
course.
this today, man. It's everything today.
Listen. Got to, man. Got to show love.
I appreciate you, Drew. Before we move forward, let me go ahead and address the chat. I know you're for one, because I know you're not able to see it, and I want to make sure that you're aware of what's going on. Two, I want to make sure that we give proper respects to those who are tuned in today. You know, so they can be anywhere in the world, but they're here with us. So I got to make sure we let them know that we appreciate them. So shout out to the wife in the building for making sure that I'm on best behavior. Don't mess up this sponsorship money. You know what I'm saying? If I do, she's probably gonna kick me out. I'm gonna have to come stay with one of y'all. All right? She just and she actually just doing the quality. So let me know that you guys couldn't hear me. So I just turned that up. Baby, let me know how that's going. Also, Daryl Austin, shout out to Daryl Austin by way of Passport Republic in the building. Coming out of Saginaw, Michigan. Appreciate you being here. Also, artists, showing that artist love, man. I definitely appreciate you for rocking with us, man, for sure. Michigan Midwest is in the building. So let's kick this thing off, man. We got a lot of things to talk about, and we want to make sure that we get there. You know what I'm saying? So, my G, let's kick off first and foremost. Kush with a K, man. You know what I'm saying? Creativity is obviously there. If y'all seen my boy's album covers, you know what I'm saying? And he also represents himself, in different situations as a cartoon character. And I've been dying to get down to this question because I feel like that's so unique. What inspires these different cartoons, man?
Man, when I was growing up, bro, you know how you always try to put yourself in the position of the main character of the story? Well, I'm like, I'm grown now. I want to see it. Okay, I want to see it. So I just wanted to see myself as all my favorite cartoons from the 90s, man. I had to.
Oh, man. So what are some of the ways that we can see Kush with a K represented?
All right, so what you can do is you can actually just type in Kush Widakae to Google, and all my platforms will come up. And if you put in Widakae anywhere you go, from Pinterest to Tumblr to MySpace, I promise I'm gonna pop up for you.
Oh my G! So
definitely.
What I was more so asking was like how many ways? Like I know you said the '90s characters. So who are some of those characters that you find yourself depicted as?
Oh,
yes, sir.
Man, I got myself as a Saiyan from Dragon Ball Z. I got myself from Rick and Morty. I got myself as Invader Zim, Digimon trainer, Pokemon trainer. Man, I made a Proto Man version of myself, Ghost Rider version of myself. You seen the Rugrats? I even got a PJ Masks version of myself for my kids. I mean, the list just keeps going, to be honest. I got Avatar. I got the little dude from Goofy movie, little dancing guy. Everything, bro.
Man, you took us back, man. Some of those, like you said, the Rugrats, PJ. Oh man, like some of these cards, Digimon, Pokemon. My boy was holding up the Ash Ketchum just a few minutes ago, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Wow, bro, that's unique, man. That's definitely neat, bro.
And I gotta give a shout out to my artist, man. His name is Just Go. Look him up, Just Go Productions. He makes all these cartoons by hand, man.
Wow. So you just let him know, so I'm feeling this right now, and that he can just render it right away, or does he pretty much start with an idea and it just ends up a masterpiece? How does it work?
What you do is you communicate with him, give him as much information as you can. You feel me? Give him about a week to draw it out, get it on his computer, add little fine details, and you're good to go.
I see, man. So y'all make sure y'all, man, looking way up, man. If y'all looking for some of this fly jewelry, man, check this y'all know what I'm saying? My boy's got, y'all haven't been able to see the extensive things that I've been able to see since I've been working with Kush. So y'all have no idea when I say this man has cartoon characters. If y'all seen the promo, my boy had the black tee. It looked like a Teen Titan kind of thing going on right there, man. I was like, yo, that's crazy, man. I just really was feeling and digging that, man. If you can look,
I appreciate it.
If we can see behind you, I see that you're actually an arcade. Is it? Well, first let me ask, in a good way, is it safe to say, like you said, you're a kid at heart, my G? Because I do see that you're in an arcade right now, man.
I'm a huge kid. I'm far from a child, but I'm a huge kid, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like God always said, you gotta have the mind of a child to get in the gates of heaven. So I'm like, that sounds easy enough. You know
Amen.
what
Amen,
I
brother.
mean?
Amen. Okay, I'm rocking with you.
Yeah,
I'm rocking with you. Now, see, behind us, we got the Atari machines. I understand this is your
yeah, man.
arcade, correct? Right?
Yeah, on an arcade right here on Bush, man, at 5400 East Bush Boulevard inside the Tampa Mall. It's called the 90s Babies, and it's pretty much old school arcades, clothing, toys, everything from the 90s that we used to love, man.
Wow, man. When I come home, I definitely got to make sure I visit. Now, you said that's on Bush, though. That's not. So that's the Tampa Fashion Mall where the Kmart used to be, correct?
Yeah, it used to be a Kmart, and they changed it. Yep.
100, 100. Okay, okay. Yeah, my shout out to Chef Juicy. My sisters actually had a storefront out there when she was cooking out there. So yeah, I'm familiar.
Okay.
You got to make sure, man. You got to stop by and support local entrepreneurs, man. And I would love to be there because you just spoke to everything in my heart since we've been here. I'm talking about the '90s, man. I wish we could bring them back, man. I wish we could bring them back. Uh,
It ain't going nowhere, man. 90s ain't going
they
nowhere.
just gonna revolve. You know, that's how I do everything.
Hmm.
Everything comes back in time, right? So I do see that you're actually quite active in the city. I understand you also got a record label.
Yeah, I got a record label called Impact Era. Shout out to the team. We're more than a record label, though. We're more of a group of like-minded individuals trying to make sure we make a change in the world, and we're just using art to do that.
Man, that's what's up, G. That's what's up. And when you say like art, are you referring to like graffiti or just different free forms or?
Um, it could be music. It can be any form of art, dancing, music, even comedy. Anything that you're adding to the planet, anything that you add in from your inner world to express outwardly, we call art.
Man, you like I said, you're already talking to people who already want to take advantage of what it is that you're offering. My wife is here. A lot of people don't know, and I was gonna keep it quiet, but we're actually gonna be in the area March 28th, the week of. You know what I'm saying? So, and she's already saying, "I want to go to the arcade, babe. We gotta go." So you probably be
Oh, much respect. Thank you so
we
much.
will definitely be stopping by to see. You know what I'm saying? I would be doing myself a disservice if I didn't stop by the homeland and where you're at, man. Is central. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta make sure I gotta make sure I gotta stop by and see. Now I understand you. Like I said, you're doing a lot for the community. You're definitely one that speaks up. You don't necessarily just go with the flow. You find your own lane and way of expressing things, which makes it an interesting life. I asked this because recently I saw a video of you in the mall. You know what I'm saying? It looks like University Mall, if I'm not mistaken. Where it looks like you might have been with Spidey Jones. You care to?
Yeah.
Can we speak about that?
All right. So I had a homie named Spidey. We used to chill a lot, and one day we decided to go to University Mall. And Spidey's a silly character, so he didn't want to wear his shirt all the way on. So the security decided that they wanted to kick us out the mall, saying that he wasn't wearing a shirt properly because he was wearing it like a crop top.
I, s- I saw the video. I gotta admit, technically he had the shirt on.
He had a shirt on.
He technically had a shirt on. I give you that. And I have to say, there was one part that stood out to me, and it was funny. I almost spit up everything I had in my mouth at the time. Was I believe you were holding the camera, and there was a security guard, and he said, "Oh, you said why? Because he's not covering his nipples. I mean, I can see your titties just fine." And
Yeah. Yeah, thing about me is, bro, I'm gonna express myself. Like I
oh
don't care.
man,
I'm going to express myself.
dude, that just it's just hey, I never knock it, and you were actually making some pretty valid points, and I understand exactly what you're saying. I mean, technically, you didn't break any rules. Yet, they might have felt some kind of way about the way he was wearing the shirt, but he wasn't in violation of any rules that were set that anybody else was
If any
following.
female wore a shirt like that, they would love
You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely, and then there was even a remark where the guard says he probably can't read.
it. Yeah. Security said it's okay. You probably can't read or write, and I'm like, what was that?
I mean,
I'm like, I got a college degree. What is this?
yeah, to me that was like, I was like, how did? I mean, nothing that you did. And obviously, the way that you were talking and communicating lets you know that you're a very educated brother. You know what I'm saying? You understand. You know which words you were using, which and how you were choosing to defend yourself, and how you were choosing, and the way in which you were doing it. You said, I got my phone.
Yep.
I'm not doing anything wrong. You just happen to be in the background of what I'm viewing. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how you feel, I haven't done anything wrong for you to ask me to leave. And I just out of sudden I hear that slur and I'm like, dude, damn, like, where did that, like, how do we get there? You know what I'm saying? That didn't even make sense. He's like, he
To
probably
be honest, it's just me walking outside, man. These things just happen, bro. Tampa's crazy.
Man, I understand. I am from the city, so I definitely get it. Now, sometimes the craziness happens in a good way. Sometimes the craziness happens in a bad way.
Yep.
We got the crazy good thing. You know, you got the Bucks coming home for the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I know that's gonna make a bunch of people happy.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying? But then, like you said, you got the craziness in the bad ways in which that we gotta bring light to these situations so that so that a change occurs. You know what I'm saying? Because that was just I just didn't feel like that was the weight of the security, especially being in the position that they're in, is supposed to represent the mall in the way they're supposed to represent the mall. They should have been doing a better job representing themselves. And I'm just gonna be honest. If you see somebody, because I'm gonna be honest, man, I saw you with the camera. If you see somebody baiting you into a situation, and you got to think from a professional situation,
you fall for it.
Why would you? You know what I'm saying? Why would you fall down this rabbit hole? Where do you think this video is going to end up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, it's nuts, bro.
Oh, if you watch the beginning of that video, you see that there was a lady security officer that was following us.
Yeah, I saw. Yep.
So we decided to walk backwards and record ourselves and chase her around the mall.
I saw that, and dude, let me tell you, you walk backwards better than I could drive a car backwards, my G. He was on her. She just, as soon as she saw the camera, he's like, "Oh, you pin a corner," and then you can see you speed up to catch her.
Hey, if y'all want to check out these videos, y'all got to go to official Kush Widakae on YouTube. They're all available.
Definitely.
They're all available.
Definitely. So like I said, I understand you do like to make a scene, you know what I'm saying, in a good way, at least to be seen. Express yourself in any situation that you find yourself in. And man, that's the best way to live life. Look, I understand that there was also a situation I seen where you were arrested while dancing, bro. Can you break this shit down for me?
All right, so I went through a scenario where a neighbor decided that she wanted to lie and tell the police that, listen to this, that I literally ran into her house. I can say all this because charges are dropped, obviously.
Obviously. Yeah, don't talk about
that.
that.
You're good. But saying that I ran into her house, strong arm robbed her, took her cell phone, went through her cell phone, gave her back her cell phone, and then pulled out a gun and a knife, and then walked to the store for a beer. Yeah. So
in that order?
The police, I don't know, bro. So when the police came to investigate that, I was like, oh, hell yeah, get the camera, bro. Get the camera. So that video is a chop and screw of before they arrested me and after they arrested me. Because I knew I was going to get arrested, because that's just basic in the hood.
Yeah.
So I was like, before I get arrested, we're going to use this for promo, like, somehow.
Man,
somehow.
That is nuts, bro. Like, for one, listen, I'm sorry these crazy situations happen to you, my G. You know,
it's okay.
But I'm glad that you have the patience. When I say that everybody's made, like everybody's made for certain situations, because the way that you choose to handle them, you know, thank God that you have the clear head that you have, and that you have the future sight, you know, to figure out how to make it work in your favor. You know what I'm saying? Because dude, it was, it's so easily could situations have took a worse turn for somebody less patient. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely commend you for that, and for keeping, you know, a strong mind while you're going through it. Also, I commend you for giving back to the community. That's in the form of some music, like you said. As far as the arcade, because I'm a gamer at heart. You have no idea. For the rest of the interview, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm trying to think, damn, I wonder if he got Mr. Man in there. You know what I'm saying? Dig Dug.
Well, I got some gems, bro. I got some gems.
Oh man, some Gallagher and everything. So okay, back to this arcade.
Yeah.
Are these quarters slots? How we do this? Do we get a card?
Man, it's actually you remember when Walmart was selling those little one-up arcades?
Uh-huh.
Well, I only had a small apartment, so I didn't have enough room for it. So I said, okay, I got enough money to buy all the arcades, but I ain't got nowhere to put them.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's what happened. And then coincidentally, everybody started buying up the arcades, bro, to where they're scalping the arcades pretty much to where the prices are being thrown up.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to let people get the experience of playing the arcade they always see in the box. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of you just walking by and seeing an advertisement every day for a quarter or even for free just because I'm here and just feel like playing with y'all, just come through, man.
That's
It's
what's
about it's about the experience, not the money.
Man, that's love right there. That's definitely love for the culture. Cause I know what you mean. Like I said, I got Mrs. Pac-Man and I have it on Xbox, but it's not the same as when you hold the joystick, bro, and damn
That's
near
the
flip the
same,
machine
yo, I
and flip the
tell you.
machine when you've been in that corner. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's just a different type of play. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, back in the day when we had these arcades, you got to remember growing up. Not that we're that really old, but you got to remember, I'm a '90s baby. So us growing up, we did grow up in the age of technology of cell phones advancing. However, when we were
Hmm.
kids, we didn't have cell phones. Like you went to arcade, you went to skating rink, you went to, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how you communicated with your friends. That's when you saw your friends outside of
Yep.
school until you got to an age to have a cell phone. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
it's just a whole different form of communication, networking, and even gives you back that camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? Of playing with somebody.
Yep.
Somebody might be in an arcade that can beat that level that you've never been able to get past. So you're sitting watching them trying to figure out what's the moves.
And mine's just blown. Yeah. And then
Yeah.
you see the secret and you're like, oh yeah, I can't wait.
You know what I'm saying? So, dude,
Yeah,
I
man.
definitely appreciate you doing that as well. So, as far as you as Spidey, because we're hoping that what I'm saying everything worked out to the best in that situation. Like you said, it was hopefully that thing is closed. Is there more to expect from you guys together, or because I see that he normally does
Um,
the cartoon content as
to
well.
be honest, when it comes to me and Spidey, what you can do is you can go to my album
Hmm.
and you can listen to the song "Goodbye Friend," and that will explain everything when it comes to me and him,
Wow.
pretty much.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Well, that gives us some research, man. Definitely, if you're watching, man, we got to make sure. And speaking of which, we're talking about lyrical content because that was my very next subject. Is going to Kush with a K versus the world. You know what I'm saying? Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Let's talk about this album, my G. What can we expect from this thing, man?
Kush Widakae versus the world. To be honest with you, the first half is me getting everything off my chest. The first song is you telling it is like a thesis of everything I went through in 2020. The second song is gonna tell you my goals. You know what I'm saying for the future and what I want from my music career. The third song is gonna give you a warning on one thing that messed up a lot of things in my life, which is snakes in the grass. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people came and went, and it took me time to realize they were actually really good at being snakes. The fourth song, "Be Goodbye Friend," was because me and Spidey, the whole year, if you notice, was pretty much me and him. So when that friendship had to pretty much, grow, when we had to grow up from each other, that's pretty much like that. That really gave me the push to really want to take music more
Gotcha.
because I noticed that sometimes friendships can distract you from yourself.
Your focus.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
You so busy having fun, and then when you keep going from the tape from there, I keep expressing as much as I can about me and what I'm going through, and then my wife interrupts the tape. my wife comes out of nowhere. She interrupts. You know how this could go. She interrupts the tape and she goes, "Wait a second. What did you just say in that song? Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what's this and that and another?" So I let her jump on the tape, and she put two songs on there that represents me and her relationship and how me and her handle the world. And then every song from there is actually songs I made for her and how I feel towards her. So you got Mona Lisa describing how beautiful she is. You got No Limit describing how I'll spend every last penny I have on you. You got Never Fall Back, letting you know I'm never gonna give up on you. There's no chance for that. And then by the end of the tape, that's when you get a song called Love and Let Go. Love and Let Go is pretty much a song that I listen to personally when I feel like I'm overwhelmed, stressed, or going through too much. It's a song reminding you that have you taken time to go outside to even look at a rainbow? Have you taken time to even listen to the birds while you out here talking about all the other things you're going in life? Have you even taken time to look for peace? You
Right.
know what I mean? And then the whole tape ends with a song called "You Don't Know Me," and it's pretty much a conclusion. It's a summing up everything. You know what I mean? With a nice smooth finish.
Wow, that
Yeah,
sounds like
man.
a very, very introspective journey, my G. And to be honest with you, I'm inspired. I'm ready to go down. That's always. Well, I don't know if you've heard. Shout out to my man Daryl Austin. And speaking of which, I'm getting ready to revisit what you're saying, Da. So I appreciate you, the patience as I get to that. But Da actually has been on me recently to create a playlist containing the music from the No Offense podcast. So what we've been doing is the two songs that we play on the show, if they're already on Spotify, because we don't upload anybody else's music. Spotify is our streamer of choice. So what we do is, if you're already on Spotify, those two songs that we have on the show today, we will include on the playlist, so that people can easily find and locate your music on the playlist, as well as through Spotify, we know that you can actually click on the artist, and it'll take you to the artist's discography, where they can get introduced to more of your music as they're feeling what you're putting down. So,
That's cool. That's
yes, sir. But what I was getting ready to say is, with what you just described, my G. I mean, it sounds like you sound like you got a journey, like man, like man, you got a whirlwind of everything going on, and I'm actually inspired to go and listen to this thing, man, and don't be surprised if I know your whole album by the end of the night. So we've got
thanks, bro.
so we've got Daryl Austin is us watching, and he's saying the world is filled with discrimination and irrational thinkers. Damn shame. She's shaking his head. He's talking about security guards. He said you can't even have fun no more without people being miserable themselves. That guy at the mall was an idiot for messing with y'all. And then he said, an arcade ain't an arcade without Street Fighter, fam. Hey, I know you got some Yuki in there, man. I know you got.
Hey, all right, so I had Street Fighter and I just sold it, bro. Like I had the little tabletop arcade. Street Fighter does not
Oh,
last here, bro. As soon as I get it, somebody buys it every single time.
that's the ultimate.
That and Mortal Kombat, bro. Every
With
time.
the Mortal Kombat with the six buttons and stuff, you gotta hit the combos and all that.
Uh, that's
Man,
why I'm not selling my Marvel superheroes. Y'all can't have that. Y'all can play it. Y'all can have that.
he said that one, that's the one behind the titanium bars. You ain't gonna get it out of here.
Uh-huh. Oh, but when it comes to the comment with the security guard, that's facts, man. That's facts. But to be honest with you, I don't. A lot of people in those positions, I don't give too much credit. I just let them enjoy their job. You know what I mean? Because the only thing I did was give him a story for his wife. Nothing changed.
Right?
You know, I just he made my day more exciting. He got me views, got us talking about it. You know
There
what I
it
mean? It
is.
made him excited. Like
There it-
he knows not to make certain comments now. You know,
Oh, I'm sure.
so
I'm sure they pulled him out to the side and say, "Sir, if there's a camera around, I'm gonna need you not to say." You know what I'm saying? And that list, I can't even repeat that list. If he didn't know some words, he probably learned some that time. But
what?
either way, if you see a camera around, please, with our uniform on, do not say any of the following. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
I definitely understand where you're coming from with this, with the Kush with a K, with the band. It definitely shows a versatility. Like you said, you start off with one aspect. You definitely drop in life jewels, like you said, things that you learned, especially throughout 2021, 2020, and then you find yourself at the end finding yourself appreciating the better things in life, such as your wife, and finding you know what I'm saying, the different songs of which you convey your emotion for her. So I definitely, man, I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming next. And what have you already started working on another project, or do you have some things in mind?
always, always, bro. All right, so this one was Chris Widakae versus the World, and if you know Scott Pilgrim versus the World, then you fully understand where the cover art comes from. And this year is actually the 10-year anniversary for when they first released the video game,
Gotcha.
and they re-released the video game a day after I released the album. So it's like a ooh, that's pretty cool. And
Wow.
then the next tape is actually gonna call Kush Whitaker and the Infinite Sadness because people don't know that Scott Pilgrim versus the World is like a 6 book series,
Yeah.
and the book after Scott Pilgrim versus the World is Scott Pilgrim and the Infinite Sadness. So I'm just keeping with the same theme of keeping it in that reality because Scott Pilgrim versus the World, man, I just love it too much. The fact that it's his life, but it's also a video game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, that just describes me way too much, man. Way too much.
Man, let me ask you if it's. I like the way that you mentioned that and put that you know life as a video game. If your life was a video game, I know you like to try to view it as possible, you know, as much as possible. But if your life was a video game and you were the secret player, the top player, what would your abilities be? What would your superpower be? What would you offer the game?
Would I offer the game? To be honest, I would want it to be a sandbox game to where I'm just some omnipotent you know what I'm saying, figure that controls everything. You know what I
Like
mean?
the Sims kind of.
Because yeah, like Sims or Minecraft or even borderline Fortnite. I'm not really sure what Fortnite is like that, but it looks like it's kind of like that.
Hey man, if you play a Fortnite, you gonna have
But
to get behind something and learn how to build a house pretty quickly, man.
yeah, I'm like, you shooting and building? That's just, I can't think that much now.
That's why I don't play it, my
But
G.
yeah, man.
Yeah, they are shooting and building at the same time. Man, listen, don't even get me started on that.
50 people at one time. I'm like, and the world's getting smaller. I'm like, this is too
And
much.
I'm talking about 5-story houses, bro. I'm talking about it was grass over there. It was grass over there. That's a whole house and compound over there. I was shooting at a wall, my friend. That's a whole compound and state over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't do it. That take me back to the arcade. Could you imagine if Fortnite had an arcade edition? Could you imagine hitting the buttons to build all that shit?
Bruh.
Oh,
Bruh.
it would be
And you
crazy.
know, a 7-year-old would be doing it like it's nothing. I'm just sitting here like, what?
Oh yeah, he'll be doing taxes over there. He'll be doing
How?
he'll be doing taxes.
That's facts, man. You
You
said something else.
know what I'm saying? But it's always been that way, and it's always challenging. One thing I love about video games is I felt like in school, especially when we were growing up, they kind of instructed you on how to think. Like they didn't really teach you how to think. They instructed you on how to think or what you should be. You know what I'm saying? Focused on. With video games, I feel like it's all about creativity. You always have to figure it out.
Yep.
They don't give you a manual and like, okay, you need to walk through the woods, and they give you a start button and a pause in the game. You start playing, and people start shooting at you. You better figure it out.
And you gotta know how to read.
Yeah.
Every video game I grew up with, they ain't had no voiceovers, man. You gotta know how to read.
Yes, sir.
You don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah.
You don't know.
Don't hit that run and jump. Don't hit that jump when you're supposed to run. Don't hit that jump when you're supposed
Watch
to jump.
it.
Or
You
slide.
gonna pass that clip with a quickness.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, what are some things that we can expect from Kush Widakae in the next 5 years, my G?
Next 5 years, bro, this arcade is gonna be freaking huge. I want to replace like Chuck E. Cheese, Toys R Us, and all that. They getting replaced. Like that's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
My wife's gonna have a big old bakery, so y'all gonna see me advertising the mess out of that. My team is gonna be on the next level, man. I'm telling you, everybody is progressing daily. So, like within 5 years, Kush with AK and Impact Area, my whole team, we gonna be a household name. We got you, like we got you, man. Within 5 years, my kids are gonna be helping me run this arcade and all that, big time.
Man, that'd be cool to be able to know that you can come to the arcade, man, and chill with Kush with a K.
What?
What, man? That'd be, man. I can see it, man. I can see it. Big things coming. Big things coming. It's time for the No Offense Banger. And those who've been on the show, especially my man DA, knows what time it is. Let's say right now, you get a call on your phone. When you look at it, you don't recognize the number, but for some reason, you can't help yourself. You have to pick it up. When you pick it up, it's the best call of your entire career. Not just where you are now, not just anything good that's happened to you lately, but what will eventually be known as the entire legacy of Kush with a K. Tell us who's on the phone and how that conversation goes. We are just flies on the wall. It's your world. We're just living in it.
All right, so you saying somebody called me and did what?
It's the best call of your entire career.
Best call ever.
Yes,
The
sir.
best call ever. All right, it'll go like this. Ring. Hello. I'm like, who it is? He's like, it's your daddy. And I'm like, oh my God. And then, yep. And then the conversation would keep going from there,
Wow.
pretty much. That'll be lit. Like, to be
Wow.
honest, to be real with y'all, I'm really happy with my life. And anybody I need to talk to, I either already talked to or I'm going to talk to, you know what I mean? And the best call I can get, if it's not coming from God Himself or something like that, it's just a phone call. Like every other phone call. You could tell me I won the lotto, but at the end of the day, I can't take that money with me when I die. You know what I mean? You could tell me you're famous right now, but at the end of the day, did I do enough on this planet to make a change? You know what I mean? So to be real, to keep it basic, just a call from my dad would be nice. That'd be nice.
That's real. That's real, man. I like the way. See, that's why I always pause and let you guys explain because you always blow my mind with the reasoning, man. I'm being honest with you. Well, once I hear the reason, I'm like, man, that's 100. That's 100. Now the reason we ask that question is because we hope that as these videos get played in rotation, they fall on the ears of somebody who can maybe hear it, and make that call happen. So, with you having supporters, be honest with you, you probably just got the most rational phone call probability to happen right now. Anyway, I see on chat. Shout out to Tasha Bullock who's watching on YouTube.
Hey, that's my mama Duke.
That's what she said. Proud my Duke moment. Said Kush Widakae for president. We got coming from DXRK. Matter. Oh, Dark Matter. We've got Daryl Austin said, "Oh, laughing my bleeping A off. I'm right there with you." He said the best answer I've heard on this podcast. Hey, DA, you with me, right? D? Hey, I know you saw the look on my face. Listen, y'all don't go back and rewind this shit. But I know you seen the look on my face when you said call from my daddy. I was like, yo, dad, hold on, dad. We gotta hit him. Hold on. Commercial break. I asked this nigga, he said, okay, but I'm with you. After you explain it though, I got you 100%. And with your focus being on did you do enough to change this world, man? That sounds like you know what? Your focus is where it needed to be. Mine was off, my G. So I respect you for that. You know what I'm saying? For 100, I can't do nothing. But when you right, you right. You know what I'm saying? But I know DA saw my face though, man. I was like, that nigga say what? You know what I'm saying? But all that to say, my G, I got 3 more questions with you today, man. I'm gonna be able to let you go. I gotta tell you, this has been a wonderful interview. And my second question for you, I hope that your answer is yes, because dude, this has been fun. But first and foremost,
man.
How can we follow everything that's going on with Kush Widakae going forward for everybody who's tuning in for the first time and just now being made aware of your music? How can they follow you online? What are your presence on platforms and everything going forward so that they can keep?
All right, so usually I would say every platform, but I keep getting in trouble. They're gonna put me in Facebook jail. So the main thing right now is Instagram. It's gonna be KUSHWK. So Kush WK. And it'll pop up for you. And then if you go on YouTube, I promise I'm going to be uploading a whole bunch of more videos. And that's that official Kush Widakae on YouTube. Besides that, type in Kush Widakae on Google. And I promise, anything you want to find me on, even a Pandora radio, I got you.
There it is. So you guys make sure that you like, subscribe, follow. And again, you're also going to be able to find Kush Widakae on the Spotify playlist. As soon as we get done, I'm going to make sure you add it. So you find a song there. Click all over to his click on his artist name. It'll take you to whatever else is available on Spotify as well, so that you can follow and add him to your library. My second question, my G, is based on your experience today at the No Offense podcast, would you be willing to come back on and sit with us going forward as far as to talk about what's going on with Kush Widakae the next time we see you?
Oh, big time, bro. This is fun.
Yes, sir.
Big time.
Man, that really makes my day, man, and I can't wait to do it. This has definitely been a fun episode. Trust me, my G. And I love your attitude, man. I feel like we could definitely kick it and hang out, man. For real, free.
Hell yeah, bro. I promise that.
For sure. When I come to town, man, I'm coming to spend some quarters now, man. I'm serious. Also my third and final question, Kush Widakae, would you do us the honor of introducing today's final track that we're gonna leave the audience with today?
All right, well, this your boy Kush Widakae, and this is a track called No Limit coming from my tape, Kush Widakae versus the World. Please go check it out and make sure that you have no limit on your lover. Give them whatever they want.
Y'all heard it there. We definitely appreciate you for rocking with us, Kush Widakae, man. This has been an episode, my G. There's definitely one for the views, definitely one for y'all to get to learn who this G is, and definitely one for y'all to follow. Until next time we see you, Kush Widakae, we wish you nothing but love, success, and blessings, brother. Until then, peace, man. All right, guys. So this does conclude our podcast today with Kush Widakae. We definitely appreciate you guys for rocking with us. We know you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to chill with the No Offense podcast. And for that, we love you and we appreciate you. Shout out to my man DA for being very active in the chat today. Shout out to everybody who was here, man. And shout out to the General, the Goo General, man, who just tuned in, Marcus Malachi Johnson. I see you, bros. Shout out to Chris Jackson for again making this possible. Shout out to Good Vibe Smoke Shop for being a sponsor. Make sure you guys are hitting them up, man. Hit that number 361-806-9221. As your boy Kush Widakae said, we're gonna leave y'all with a No Limit. This has been your boy Matt, Mr. No Offense. And until the next time we see each other, don't wait on the world to change when you can change the world. We are out.
Who you wanna be, yeah? Tell me if I really set you free, yeah? I wanna be a king, yeah? Your own destiny, yeah? Who you wanna be, yeah? Tell me if I really set you free, yeah? I wanna be a king, yeah? Your own destiny, yeah? Can I be your fate? If I was late, would you wait? Shawty, just know that you ain't got no limit when it come to my cash. Shawty, just won't spend it. I'll bring you more style. Shawty, I'ma go get her. I'ma go grab the strap. I'm still a real nigga. Just tell me what you want and tell me what you desire. Baby, I know my frequency needs to go higher to be where you are. Cause you make me feel that good. So do you know you make a nigga wanna get up out the hood. But that's where I trap at. Keep ballin' all star like a running back. And you know that it's all facts. Yeah, I get you out of trouble like a math black. And I'm so damn fresh like a Tic Tac. In the back and I'm dressed in all black. And you know I'm number one like a Big Mac. Coming through and I love where your lips at. Who you wanna be, yeah? Tell me if I really set you free, yeah? I wanna be a king, yeah? Your whole destiny, yeah? Who you wanna be, yeah? Tell me if I really set you free, yeah? I wanna be a king, yeah? Your whole destiny, yeah? Shawty, just know that you ain't got no limit when it come to my cash. Shawty, just go spend it. I'll bring you more style. Shawty, I'ma go get her. I'ma go grab the strap. I'm still a real nigga. Just tell me what you want and tell me what you desire. Baby, I know my frequency needs to go higher to be where you are. Cause you make me feel that good. So do you know you make a nigga wanna get up out the hood. But that's where I trap at. Keep ballin' all star like a running back. And you know that it's all facts. Yeah, I get you out of trouble like a math black. And I'm so damn fresh like a Tic Tac. In the back and I'm dressed in all black. And you know I'm number one like a Big Mac. Coming through and I love where your lips at. Shawty, just know that you ain't got no limit when it come to my cash. Shawty, just go spend it. I'll bring you more style.